Hello everyone, I greet you on this glorious day to educate all of you scrubs on the ways of Survarium. I invite you all to embark with me on this glorious travel to eventually explore all the greatness and naturally flaws of the game we all love for reasons none of us really understand. Because what the shit, how is this game still hanging on when that Ghost in the Shell game shut down like a week ago? VG must be up to some weird Slavic gypsy magic involving copious amount of drugs and hallucinations. That incidentally also explained the design choices under Didenko's lead, because by all known metric this game should have died ages ago. Perhaps its beads of greatness have held it afloat. Perhaps the permanent string of fuckery has just been so amusing to watch it has held everyone in its thrall. But I digress, so let's first get the greatness out of the way, because I'm pretty sure YouTube will lock me out if I document the sheer amount of fuckery VG has been up to, because that would just put too much of a load on the server. One thing this game does like a fucking champ is hook new players. Because, let me tell you, the starting weaponry is fucking great. Naturally, the PPSH is a very nice and welcoming starting gift, but we all know where the real business is. The one, the only Mosin motherfucking Nagant. This gun is unironically one of the most effective and satisfying weapons to use. It feels great, it hits well, it works at any range, and allows you to drop enemies faster than Vostok Games Investor Trust. And the best part is, nobody knows how the fuck this is even possible, because a single look at its stats carve it out to be one of the worst sniper rifles in the game, if not outright the worst. It excels in practically nothing, and the TOS is almost universally better than it, yet nobody will be singing the praises of that gun at the rooftop, and yet everyone can agree on the greatness of this weapon. I've done years of research, had people look under the hood for hidden stats, interviewed people on how this can be possible and what they thought, and my conclusion was that I still don't fucking know, but I do have a few theories. My first one of course is that there might be some kind of weird hidden stat that immensely alters the viability of this weapon. This is probably the most scientific one. The second one is that the receiver of this mighty garbage rod has been infused with the dead souls of a million fallen comrades that imbue it with glorious Slavic powers. However, the one that I personally choose to prescribe to is that this weapon acts as an absorbent for all the angst, disgust and tedium a player feels from the day he starts playing, and whenever it is used it will channel this for increased efficiency, making the gun progressively better as you play longer, and assured it has remained on point for all of the 500 balance iterations we've had. This also serves the purpose of making this train wreck of a game more bearable as the gun stabilizes your psyche. But enough of the snark, let's see how the trusty garbage rod measures up in the ranking. I'll preempt this by saying that I consider this an S tier weapon, despite it lacking competitive edge or forgiving attributes, and the fact that heavy armor cock blocks you harder than that one autistic friend we all have. In handling, I must give it a solid A. The weapon feels great, it looks great, it is insanely satisfying to use, and its visual recoil is on point. Furthermore, it being a bolt action means recoil is about as much as an issue as the bots on this tier are. Its competitiveness doesn't measure up quite as well, however. This thing is countered by anything with heavy armor and any engagement that isn't a 1v1. Its close range performance is absolutely fucking A, and I recommend using this weapon up close as much as possible and make it the perfect ghetto shotgun it was always meant to be. Be extremely aggressive and make plenty use of left stick aiming, or correcting your aim through strafe movement for those unfamiliar with the term. Naturally, it also holds up well in mid-range, but due to having the worst range of all snipers as well as a lack of real precision scopes, it doesn't fare particularly well in long range. But given that this is tier 1, it's not like anything will actually counter you, because everything in this tier has absolute trash range. For attachments I suggest absolutely fuck all, and don't you dare contradicting me on this, you absolute degenerate scrub. This weapon is perfect in its imperfection, and to put something like a silencer or even the appropriate scope on it is to taint its majesty. That would be it for this glorious review. Hopefully, you all have fun using this contradicting fuckfest of magnificent magic fueled garbage rod for all your cheeky breaky needs. Stay tuned for my upcoming PPSH review, where I will deliver unto you my deep understanding of the better P90.